resist oppressors' rule with all our will and might forevermore. This is what a part of our national anthem says. I'm reminding all Ghanaians, including leaders and misleaders, politicians in government and those aspiring to come into government, that for the sake of emphasis, we will resist oppressors' rule with all our will and might forevermore. Now, it is on this resistant note that I welcome you to Opinion TV once again with me, Mandela. At Opinion TV, what we do is to get serious. We have some fun. And then, of course, we learn. But most importantly to us at Opinion TV, we try to ignite the spirit of a new African revolution. If you're ready like I am, join me as we pull this intellectual trigger and cause some Babylon to catch fire. Let's get started. So I keep asking myself, until when do you wake up from this slumber to realize that African politics, majority of it, including my dear country Ghana, the politics we practice is diabolical, is mischievous, and it is selfish. The people that vote us into government are nothing to us. Politicians, I have stopped giving them the greater portion of the blame. So I will blame them 40% and give majority of the blame to those who still believe in these agents of misery. You can ask me why, and I'll tell you. Haven't we realized that to politicians, the only thing that means so much to them, the only thing that means life and death is elections. Now, during elections, ballot boxes reaches all corners of the country. Both places that you have to cross rivers, seas, lakes, lagoons, in order to reach villages and locations. They will cross these water bodies, they will climb the mountains, they will descend the valleys and send ballot boxes to these places. So they cannot pretend that they don't know that there are places that are of utmost priority. So they need to quickly address this issue. They can't pretend. Now, they don't even believe in the institutions. Health institutions, you can name them. Educational institutions, they don't believe in them. If you don't believe it, how many politicians do you know that have their kids accessing these institutions? None. Yet we, ordinary Ghanaians, will be promised what look like heaven on earth. Something that can easily be achieved. Yes, but when they have the opportunity, they will make sure they use the ordinary Ghanaian as a collateral to go and lend money. To borrow money. Hugely. Assemble themselves in parliament. Debate and unite only when money is involved. Tell me if this is not wickedness in high places at the expense of the individual Ghanaian. Now, in this COVID-19 period, one would expect that the government that claims to prioritize the lives of its people would concentrate, focus on executing on this mandate. But what do we see? Look, almost under duress, we must register for our voters' ID card. It doesn't make sense to me. Students must go back to school for only God knows what. We are organizing primaries in this deadly COVID-19 period. And when you are sick, as patriotic as you claim you are, few years ago you were saying, I believe in Ghana. If you really believe in Ghana, why are you running outside this country for medical care when our institutions are there? Our Ghanaian doctors are doing tremendously well. You fear because you don't trust the institution. Really, it's a shame. And look, these things are happening, and it is in the same COVID-19 period that you are buying fleet of V8. Now, the number of cars I have seen, believe me, to be yours sincerely, if you put these monies together, it could, if not at all, establish factories in all the so-called 16 regions. and even pay salaries, if I'm not lying, for 3 months for all the workers in all these 16 factories that you claim you have promised Ghanaians, for which reason they have given you this mandate. What a shame. Until when? Now, what we do in Ghana is we know how to talk. Now, I hear a lot of people are complaining. Is it not a shame that Major Mahama, who was brutally murdered in broad daylight, was not remembered in Ghana? I don't know what has happened to the family. I don't know what justice they have given to this man. Somebody who was working, who was on duty, a national assignment for that matter. We are doing memorial service for Floyd. I am not saying it's not needed, but if you hear the colossal amount for a few hours program, tell me if this is not a gang of thieves, if this is not create the loot and share the loot. You point accusing fingers to current government when you are in opposition. You come in government and do worse. And Ghanaians are sitting down and all they do is to talk. No action. Have you seen any result? Have you seen anyone embarking on any agenda to get positive result by talking? No. It is only in Africa, Ghana for that matter, that politicians believe that the only way to unite a country, the only way to cause progress is to further divide his people. I mean, this is wickedness. Who uses this mathematics? That 10 regions, it is only when I make it or when I further divide it that I can manage it well. I mean, who does that? You have a smaller number, you are not able to take care of it, and your wisdom tells you that you increase the number. That will be easier to manage. I mean, and we are sitting down there complaining. No action. Now, this is what I think that we can do. It's not true that COVID-19 is deadly. Is it not true that there is no medicine, there is no vaccine yet? And so everybody is trying to manage the situation, try to put it under control. Is that not true? Very true. Now, so what do? They claim come and queue and register for voters ID. Sit at home. Nobody will come and pick you at home. Safety first. Sit at home. Nobody will come and pick you at home. Safety first. Student JHS3 come for tuition at school. PTA will say we will not send our kids, period. Nobody will come and say anything. You don't allow politicians to dictate to you. We don't have to. We give them the power, and so we must dictate to what, we must decide on what they do. I mean, anyone who seeks power and have to come and bribe you for power, that person doesn't mean well. Put that in your mind. But what do we see? People will even queue, go and take all these souvenirs, this chicken change, to give them power. And when they are not doing anything, you are surprised. Tell me, if the current president of Rwanda will go on campaign trail and go and promise them heaven and earth. In fact, anyone who would even compete with the current president of Rwanda in election has lost already with the thought before the election. Why? Because whatever the man is doing is speaking for himself. Why are we struggling? Why are you fighting if you think you are doing so well? I mean, your good words should be able to speak for you. But Ghanaians are sitting down there, these looters, this gang of mischievous people, and I am not targeting any political party because none of them, not even one of them, mean well for Ghanaians. If it is happening well in Rwanda, Tell me if it is not possible in Ghana. Rwanda that has gone through 100 days genocide. And we all know the story of that genocide. It was not good. Rwanda is not a country that should be doing better than Ghana with all these resources. But leadership is our bane. And Ghanaians must rise up. It is time to say no. We have been hungry for too long. We have been used for too long. We have been refused for too long. And we have been abused for too long. Take them out. I would have wished that during election, just sit at home. Let them get 0% turnout. And let's see if the Constitution of Ghana says that below 40%, below 50 plus 1%, you can become president. Let the members of parliament and their families go and vote for themselves. It is very simple. This is not rocket science. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let's not wait until it is too late. What is happening behind the scenes? I fear that even the kids that we have not born yet, even their kids are still owing. So how do you expect the ordinary Ghanaian to move forward? It's a shame. Let's cause these Babylons to catch fire once and for all. Take them out. They don't mean well. It is on this note that I hope that Ghanaians will reason without the box. Stop accepting chicken change. There is money in that country. There is money in our country. Look, these misleaders, they are using us as a collateral. And they don't mean well for us. Until I come your way, Ubuntu, which means you are because I am, and I am because you are. Thank you so much, family, for supporting Opinion TV. Now, I want to say a big shout out to all my African brothers, especially my namesake Mandela, who is a motivational speaker and then an entrepreneur in Kenya. Charlie, thank you so much. I want to say a big thank you to Gaspard Mbeko from Burundi. I want to say a big shout out to Reggae Gladiator, we call him, Josh Roy. He's actually a musician from Uganda. Thank you so much for the support, massive support. Thank you. He has released a new album, and I'll leave the link in the comment below. And then thank you so much, Kelvin from Kenya. Thank you so much, my African brothers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ghanaians. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting us. Until I come your way again, let's stay united.
Charlie, where I go now? If you come out, they see people they sick, I'm bored in the house, so I feel like Charlie, make I just send a message out, you know. So how for do? Let's see how this one goes. Yeah. I mean, you hear of that sickness that they call the Koro, I don't know what it is. But corona. Ah, dolala de ba oye bakuro ade, oye bakona. Nala wade, bakbachi pachi pulo. King that Tommy, I tell you that. Atadi chuganana, why best chuganana? The glidasia, our life supano and you know. Mama said, don't joke with it, man. It will kill you so fast. You can't breathe so well again. Let the big bottle to come in now. Let you afi I get there from her. The lala de Vasia. Oye Bacorona. Akpete shimel bad new. Conquer the car. It's okay. The lala de Va oye Bacorona. Oye Bacorona. See. When the brethren them fall sick, them not know how to go with it. Where from? It's all with here. I will not care, we no mind about it. Make them for no such a people, them dear Judah always heard it about it. I'm in a joke, tell them what it, but I thought it you gonna. Why basically gonna la? Dawa chugana la. The shadow ko gana la. Hey, Nanya, when you know, whether the chairman and nano, sassy the nam. So la de bama yeba corona. Yeba corona. Ashikla la. Disinfect at your doorknobs. Clean the fridge handles. Make everything so neat in the yard. Me I tell you, say, oh yeba corona. Tolala kwanya corona.
Minya wati, enyefe.